into authentic conversations about ourselves and our community, exploring topics that uplift and inspire us, from personal growth to social change. So grab your teacup and get ready to join the conversation.
Lawyer from the island of Caucasus showing up. These are the African American lawyers that Diddy has. So some of the best RICO attorneys in the country. Okay.
I could never remember what I said. He's doing fine. Dr. King called it the law of unintended consequences. So sometimes the more you push a person down, the stronger they get. And so he's making an adjustment. He had his family here today to support him. We really want to put an end to all of the clowning that we see on the internet. This is a serious proceeding with serious consequences, and all of us are addressing it accordingly.
I mean, we would have liked to see Diddy not do these things that he's done.
Nobody's okay with staying in jail.
So unfortunately, he's the butt of everybody's joke right now.
Thank you very much. That's it for today.
Y'all didn't stop Diddy from clowning. Why should we stop from clowning Diddy? Okay, I thought somebody said something. Those are his black attorneys scooching away with his Caucasus attorney. Okay.
Have you heard about the GLP-1 law?
They're paying.
You've taken a GLP-1 product and experienced
covering the trial live, Facebook Live. Girl, I forgot all about it. Okay, I was up late night talking to my family, right? And friends, y'all, and sipping on that hen doggy dog, right? So I forgot all that. I got up like regular day, like forgot all about Diddy's bail day, right? Bitch. So I was like, oh, I'm jumping on here buying it, and y'all, I'm not even finna wait. I'm finna jump right on. I know y'all accept me as I am. Y'all know y'all accept me as I come, okay? Here comes somebody pooching through. Okay, pooching through. Who's pooching? Let's see who's pooching, y'all. Who's pooching? Who's pooching through? Who's coming out of the black SUV? Who is that? Who is pooching? Spanish comes fishing through to the cause house. Okay. Ooh, they disrespecting the mother of P. Diddy. They're disrespecting. Okay. Did you hear what he said? He said, your son's a fucking predator. Your son's a fucking predator.
How's your father doing?
How's he doing? Okay.
Who's pooching out of the second black SUV? The children. Don't forget about the children.
Okay.
We don't want to forget about the children. Even though Diddy did. Now, damn it, Diddy forgot about his own damn kids. We ain't going.
Are you hoping he gets bail today?
Christian, have you spoken to your father? You guys stay together.
that predator locked up under the jail. What the hell?
He's focused. He's ready for his hearing. We think the law and the facts are on our side, and we're going to go try to get it.
I'm ready. He's gonna set up and go. So this will be goodbye. Which I'll be sitting in the front, so Randy and Rachel are coming, they'll do stand-ups. You're gonna be
No, I'm about to go into.
Do you think the judge was too harsh on him yesterday in terms of bail petition?
Well, I'm not going to talk about harsh or not harsh. We respectfully disagreed with the ruling, and that's why we're bringing it to the district judge who's assigned to the case this afternoon. I'm really late. I really have so much. I've been taking care of a lot of things.
Here he comes. Lawyer. Excuse me. He's at the front. Right there. Can you speak at the microphone?
what is the judge's decision today?
I hear from you. Anything you want to say. You love your son. Mom. Watch yourself. Sidewalk, please. Counselor, on this side, no,
Thanks for waiting. I'm really not going to make much of a statement. As you know, I made a request for the judge to issue what we call the gag order. and the judge is going to issue it on a reciprocal basis. So I'm not going to say anything that I didn't say in my papers and in court. We submitted a motion, written motion, last night that states our position. I'm not going to say anything in addition to it, but I didn't want to leave all you guys hanging, and I wanted to say at least that I wasn't going to say anything. So that's all I'm going to say and not say.
I chose Wix for my business because of its massive scope for function.
Okay, y'all, we are family here. We bless besties, okay? Sometimes I stream in my draws and y'all let me guys just come as you are, but get the message out, right? So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, yeah, what's popping with Diddy's bail? Like, what's pooching with this? Okay, let's see. I almost forgot it was today, but it's today, girl. It's today. Let me type Diddy's bail, right, and see what's pooching. Bail update live. Come on. Did y'all see his kids and everybody pooching through? His mom pooched out in true Miss Combs fashion. Go live with Associated Press. You can also subscribe and give them a shout out to the 3.38 million followers on YouTube. Okay. Over here in the Blessed Booty Talk section, we are covering Diddy's bail live outside New York court as a hearing is held in Sean Diddy Combs, right? We have pushed on down to the office, and so we need to come on in, y'all, and get to the understanding of what could be. Who do y'all think, is gonna, or who? What do y'all think is gonna happen? Like, do y'all think Diddy is going to get bailed? Now, we have learned in these matters up to the event of the 4th bail attempt, right? That in his cell on Tuesday, earlier this week, with our co-host, lovely Lulu Carter. And come to find out, as I'm pushing down through the YouTube, right? Conscious TV was updating all of us about the actual rate of the cell. Diddy tried to pull a whammy whammy, shimmy shammy, shaky fakey on. He tried to do the Harlem Shake on him. He tried to do the Harlem Shake on him, y'all. Okay, because he tried to make it seem like the feds, took a legal notebook of his that the attorneys and him were working on, to get him on out of jail and help him with his case. This very serious 30 charge RICO case he got going on. A RICO case, okay? Diddy got, right? So kind of find out, Diddy try to pull a little whammy whammy. The feds didn't even take that actual notebook out the cell. That's not what occurred. Diddy, somebody slid it to Diddy real quickly. Say they took this, Diddy. We had to give it back to Diddy. Like, no, we didn't, Diddy Bopper. You little shimmy wimmy shaker, you. Why? Did they, because they video, they caught it all on camera. They video chatted it all on camera, y'all. They recorded it. Okay, in real time, real minutes, real seconds, real hours, as they shook down Diddy's sale, right? Okay, so that could be a very well, strike against Diddy, as well as him, making calls that he's not supposed to be making in jail to certain people like witnesses, other things that Diddy has done. Okay, Diddy has done some things while incarcerated right now to try to elude, shake and bake, quiver and quake the feds. So they're going to be like, Diddy, why would we let you out of jail when you are already you're in jail and you're showing us that you cannot be, you know, a person that will commit crimes in jail. What makes us believe that you're going to get bail and walk a fine line to the tune of understanding that we need you here at court and where you're supposed to be doing only what you're supposed to be doing at all times? That's not what's occurring while Diddy is in jail right now. Okay. We are outside.
We get all the
y'all.
time is how do you do culinary
They're
school
outside
online?
the courthouse. But they're not talking about nothing. They're just showing the courthouse, right? That's okay. There it is. Okay. What does that say? 500 Pearl Street, building 200 is where the diddler is being held. He shall reign in front of the judge today. Okay, Diddy. I don't think Diddy's going to get bail. I'm just going to put that out there to be, you know, what I feel is going to be. Okay. And I'm Tanisha Talks Tea, so I wouldn't be talking it if I didn't have some tea. Sip it with me. Diddy, right, has already been breaking laws, jail laws, in jail while he's been incarcerated for like a month or so. Okay. That's a reason why they wouldn't grant you bail. Okay. Then the level of things that Diddy's in jail for, it's not like he's just in jail, you know what I'm saying, on a regular, you know, violation, regular, but like a lower crime. You know what I'm saying? Diddy's in there on FRICO charges, which are very fucking serious. Trafficking charges, drug smuggling, and some shit. Diddy is considered to be, hey there, sir, don't pick your nose and yawn on my show. Somebody call that man on his walkie-talkie and tell him he is live on Tanisha Talks Teas. And we would not like to see him pick his nose and yawn on our show. Thank you kindly. You see the Pinkerton guard, y'all, outside 500 Pearl Street. Do y'all see this man over there yawning on my show? Somebody holler down there and tell him don't do that. Don't do that. Don't yawn on my show. Don't you do that. I don't like that. You stand at attention. Diddy might do a sliver and shake out that bitch, and we gonna need you to catch him real quick. We gonna need you to catch him real quick. You over there yawning. God damn it. Ugh. Ugh. Anywho, let me get my coat, y'all. Okay. It's a mess. I don't think he's gonna get bail. I don't think he's gonna get bail. Okay. But while we're pooching along, not listening to anything being said outside, watching the guard yawn, we're gonna hope to God he don't let Diddy slither past him. Let's go see what anybody else is talking about. Thank you for your service, sir. We will be back. Okay, girl, stop. Yeah, any more Diddy life updates? Who's talking about something? Let's see. Law and Crime Network. Okay, everybody's just basically streaming the Pinkerton guide out there, following the fucking smart asses. Sky News. People are saying that today's hearing may be Diddy's best shot to be granted bail. Let's listen and see what they're talking about.
try for a third time to get out of jail. Happening today, Sean Diddy Combs will try for a third time to get out of jail. The music mogul has been behind bars since his arrest back in September for multiple different charges, including sex trafficking. This bail hearing today comes after a judge told prosecutors to destroy handwritten notes found inside Diddy's cell during a planned sweep in that jail. The defense says the 19-page to-do list contained private notes taken during legal conversations. Now, this won't impact today's hearing, but Diddy's defense team believes this could upend the government's case against the star. For more insights, I'm now joined by trial attorney Adante Pointer. Adante, thanks for joining me this morning. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So this is one of our big headlines that we've got our eye on today. He's again putting up $50 million for a third go at this.
You might want to put up
100. He walks away on bail today,
$50 million 3 times.
Well, I think it's probably his best shot. You know, he has a new judge that's presiding over today's bail hearing, a judge which questioned how did the government, the feds that is, get their hands on his private notes, which were supposedly kept in a folder stamped legal, which would make them off limits and hands off to the jailers who searched his cell. So because the judge was so curious and made the remark that he was interested in what the government had to say about this, this may be the crack in the door in which would allow Diddy to walk out of jail and fight his case from the streets, as opposed to what he's doing now, which is from a jail cell in Rikers Island.
So tell me how that works, because I found that interesting. They went in to search the cell. They found these notepads of these notes, and apparently one of them says legal handwritten on it. Does just that written word alone guarantee client-attorney privilege?
Yes, many times when a person is in custody, they're communicating with their lawyers by either writing and or taking notes of the conversation they're having. And when they mark that with legal, that's supposed to essentially be a shield. It's notice to any jailers, any staff, and also to any prosecutors that it's a hands-off policy, because that is essentially allowing the person to incriminate themselves and giving the government a leg up in preparing the defense by being able to spy on the defendant's strategy. So it's a very much a serious situation, and something which Diddy's lawyers are looking at to use as an opportunity to whisk him out of jail and allow him to fight this case from the streets.
Yeah, and I know the judge is questioning when legal was actually put on it and if it was after the fact somehow. I want to talk about the raid, or maybe a better word is the sweep that led to this discovery. Diddy's lawyers claim that he was targeted, but according to that jail, Adante, this was a wide search to confiscate contraband. What do you think, and how normal is that?
Jails oftentimes conduct sweeps in order to, as you say, confiscate contraband, and just as a function of making sure the jail is safe. However, here there's a different element involved. Although the sweep was pre-planned, the idea that if you're looking for contraband such as drugs and cell phones, why are you looking in somebody's folder, assuming that folder was emblazed with the word legal? That's not consistent with looking for drugs and contraband. That's more consistent with trying to get a leg up on the case and to spy on the defense strategy. And of course, that's what Diddy's lawyers are accusing the government of engaging in.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that. I was kind of wondering how frequently those sweeps occur. I also know Diddy and his lawyers are asking that judge for him to not show up in shackles today. Handcuffs, ankle cuffs. They say that could lead to jury bias when this eventually does head to trial. Is that a fair ask on their part?
I think so. You know, of course, he's been accused of engaging in violent crime, sexual misconduct. But at the end of the day, when this is such a high-profile case, you know, pictures and or paintings and drawings of him coming in and out of court in shackles, and just the mere reporting of it can potentially taint the jury pool to make him look more dangerous and violent and aggressive than what may come to be as it relates to evidence introduced in the court trial. So I think that's very much a concern. And oftentimes defendants are allowed not to appear in shackles and chains when the actual trial is going. Such a high visibility case, it's akin to being displayed or bandied about in front of jurors in these shackles, even though jury trial has not started yet.
We know that trial is slated for May of 2025. We'll see if that's actually the case and what happens before then. Adante Pointer, thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too as well.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased
updates. Yes, it was. Hope. Yes, it was. Hope. What else is cracking on the Diddy bail stuff, y'all? Because boo, it's going down right now. Diddy is right now, you know, praying to God that he gets released on bail. He done threw the same $50 million up there 4 times. He might want to put an extra 50 on it. Maybe that might impress him. Because right now that 50 million, it ain't sticking nowhere. It just ain't sticking, Diddy. Now go sell your mama. Go sell your friend.
Quick online sign up. There's no waiting in line and no paperwork.
Okay.
Transparent pricing with plans starting at just $5 and up to $25. Flexibility to change your plan anytime with no extra charges. Ready to switch to a simpler, more affordable phone plan? Visit Tello.com today to learn more.
They want more bail money, Daddy. They want more bail money, nigga.
Jelly blocks, where squishy is more fun. Use your imagination to
Sell your mama. Sell your friend. Diddy, we need more bail money to comprehend that you want. Ain't that lawyer that is representing everybody? Okay. All the victims. And I want the victims to know this is never ever a clown session on y'all. All the real victims will never ever have anything but my deepest, uttermost understanding and regard and empathy for your life. And I pray for you to get the proper understanding you need to get back to yourself and your destiny. Wholeheartedly.
He's ready for his hearing.
All right.
We think
this is one of Diddy's Caucasus lawyers. Okay, this is one of the Caucasus lawyers. Let it go down here. Pooching through. I like that Louis bag. At the big grand United States courthouse in New York, New York. One day, maybe I will visit the New York, New York. But from now, we are in Denver, Colorado, covering this live Diddy coverage. And they got every news station to the Diddy out, Diddy bail attempt. Okay, every lawyer, God, girl, get it. Every news channel is out for Diddy. Every single one. Okay, Thurgood Marshall, United States Courthouse. I can't hear anything.
I'm not going to talk about harsh or not harsh.
There's his kids pooching, kids pooching, kids pooching. They don't look happy at all that Diddy's incarcerated, okay? They look disgustingly mad at that situation. What's the one? Christian? Is he the one that looks more like Diddy? Whichever one it is that look more like Diddy, he is unhappy. Here come the children. Okay. The twins twinning, holding their grandmother's hands. All of them are there for him. Quincy, King, Christian, and the twin girls. I do not see the little baby pooching, which is a good thing. This matter is not for children. It's not for the ears of the underdeveloped. And they're off in their black SUVs pooching. Yes, they are. Here comes the lawyer from the island of Caucasus. Let's listen.
Thanks for waiting. I'm really not going to make much of a statement. As you know, I made a request for the judge to issue what we call the gag order, and the judge is going to issue it on a reciprocal basis. So I'm not going to say anything.
They're going to gag
I didn't say
whoever for, whatever.
We submitted.
Gonna be me, because I ain't saying nothing but the truth of what the matters of facts are coming down to be.
But I didn't want to leave all you guys hanging, and I wanted to say at least that I wasn't going to say anything.
It's a sad
sight. I'm going to say and not say. Thank you all. I hope that gives you what you need, but I'm not going to say anything that I haven't said in court and that I haven't said in my court papers. So you all have a nice day.
All had our moments of not so proud sights, but God damn it, don't you thank God every day you ain't set up like Diddy. Oh, that's a monster there, baby. Okay, so we've seen all this, right? Let's listen to what people are thinking about what is going on with Diddy, y'all. Shoot, come on, y'all. Give me something now. Give me something. Push through with something. I need something. Because I don't want to sit here all day. No, I'm just playing. We will sit here as long as needed to find out what's going on at this hearing, okay? Fox 5 New York says this. Weighing in.
If you only have a few.
Okay, weighing in.
Sean Diddy Combs will be back in court with yet another push to be released as he awaits trial on his sex trafficking and racketeering charges. The music mogul has been behind bars since September. And Fox 5's Lisa Evers is live in Lower Manhattan with what we can expect from today's bail hearing. Lisa.
Well, Bianca, we're here at federal court, and once again, Diddy's lawyers are going before a federal judge to try to convince him that the incarcerated music mogul deserves bail. It's been denied twice because prosecutors successfully argued that he was a flight risk as well as a threat and danger to the community. But now his defense team is taking aim with a new strategy. Sean Diddy Combs has been behind bars at the Metropolitan Detention Center for just over 2 months now. His lawyers are now saying that his continued lockdown there at MDC will jeopardize his right to a fair trial. They're also accusing prosecutors of painting a false picture of him, essentially destroying his life, and will argue that the only way for him to get his reputation back is to fight for it in court and win his trial. Something Diddy's lawyers say is impossible if he stays in jail due to the huge volume of evidence that goes back many years. Now, court records indicate that Team Diddy will claim that the deeply disturbing video of his attack on Cassie Ventura was not evidence of sex trafficking, but of domestic abuse, and what they say was a 10-year troubled relationship. They're also accusing prosecutors of editing that Cassie video to make Diddy look more dangerous. At an emergency hearing on Tuesday, prosecutors told the judge they have evidence of Diddy engaged in witness tampering and intimidation from behind bars. Here's what legal expert and attorney Tad Thomas, who is not directly involved with this case, told us.
Rico, because
there is no limit under the rules as how many times they can come. However, attorneys know you don't want to keep going in front of a judge asking for the same thing over and over again. It's just going to make the judge mad when you need the judge to be impartial and fair and listen to you when it comes to other rulings. So it'd be a mistake to keep going after this next and third bail hearing, but there is no technical limit. It's not unusual to go back multiple times, but it's a little unusual to go back with any real new information. And it's really unusual to go back when the prosecutors are going to show that Diddy's out there trying to influence witnesses. It really puts his lawyers in a bad position.
RICO case, and that's exactly what they did.
Now, Diddy's defense team is offering a bail package of $50 million
plus
home detention and a couple of other conditions as his bail. They're hoping that the judge will see it their way and that this third time will be the charm and not a strikeout. I'll be in court for you this afternoon. We'll be bringing you a full report on the Fox 5 News at 5. We're live in federal court. I'm Lisa Evers, Fox 5 News. Bianca, back to you.
All right, let's look forward to that update from you.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident in the last year? Yep. Even if you weren't driving, just click the link around this video to see.
The judge told him, hell no, you won't go with $50 million. We don't want it. Now throw $100 million and your mama up here on the table, and we might take that. We might take your mama with $100 million. Eyewitness News, ABC 7 New York is saying.
The disgraced music mogul will stand trial next year on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. Today, his lawyers will once again make a case to try to set him free on bail. Eyewitness News reporter Phil Tate is live outside of the courthouse in Lower Manhattan with more. Good morning, Phil.
Yeah, Pedro, good morning. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs hopes fourth time the charm as he heads back inside of a Lower Manhattan courtroom and hopes that he can get out of jail on bail. Well, this as the disgraced star faces a slew of charges that's left him sitting in a Brooklyn jail cell. Now, Combs' legal woes are extensive with racketeering, sex trafficking by force, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
Like abuse.
In September. Now, Diddy was in court earlier this week when prosecutors had obtained several pages of Combs' handwritten notes from a raid carried out at the Metropolitan Detention Center. Now, a win for Combs, as the judge has already said he would not consider those notes when weighing bail arguments after the defense raised questions about attorney-client privilege. Now, also on today's agenda, the video that shocked the world. Diddy violently assaulting then-girlfriend Cassie in 2016, which also became evidence of the danger that the rap mogul had posed to women if released on bail. That's all according to prosecutors. Now, in a new court filing Thursday, Sean Combs' defense attorneys say prosecutors invented that narrative using a, quote, an edited and manipulated version of the video, arguing it shows nothing more than a domestic dispute.
What the prosecution is laying out are attempts by Diddy to do things under the radar, to reach out and communicate with witnesses. So this obviously is to great detriment when it comes to his argument for bail.
Now, Combs has repeatedly tried for bail, but has been denied. This time, they'll be offering that $50 million package along with home confinement and that bracelet that would be around his ankle, ensuring that he would not be able to leave. Again, we'll have to see what will happen in just hours. Combs is expected to be in court at 2 p.m. We are live in Lower Manhattan.
Say that Diddy will not cut his ankle bracelet off. How? He already in jail breaking laws. So how can you positively 100% say that Diddy will remain with an ankle monitor on and not absconder? Popcorn culture is saying
at the 58th and I-25 Furniture Row, we have a thing about more.
How can you guarantee that Diddy will remain on ankle monitor? You can't. And for the type of things that Diddy is being charged, in a RICO case, nigga, please. Popcorn Planet culture saying
this is very thin.
Okay. This is funny, right? Like I'm not reading into this. This is kind of sassy. There was dragging.
Judge Mr. Let's read
Oh
what
my
this is
God.
saying. Judge Mr. Agni Phillip, Combs' lawyer, Agni Phillip. I'm going to have Miss Shapiro lead us off. Alexandra Shapiro. He was not dragging her back to the freak off. Judge, there was dragging. Shapiro, I don't mean to. Judge, there was kicking. Shapiro, he apologized. Okay.
And I think the apology is a good point in this as well, because if I think this is why sometimes when people are, under investigation or there's ongoing litigation or things of that nature, they don't say anything. They don't make any statements at all, because anything you say can be used against you. And in this situation, definitely that apology video is being used against him, as it should be. That's
100%.
Yeah.
100%. That's
Yeah.
perfect. It's a perfect example of why you should keep your mouth shut. Kids should keep their mouths shut. These kids are posting all this stuff all over social media about, little girls blowing out birthday candles. It's like, okay, that's all great. But
we got another update here. So the judge says, what about the 2018 text messages with victim one about violence? Combs's lawyer, Mark Ignifilo, we have gathered more information about victim one even yesterday. I don't want to quote it because it's under seal and should be. It was consensual.
Woo! Popcorn Planet got insider traders.
maybe
Go head on.
I feel like we look at that video and that kind of makes it pretty clear to me, like
Diddy hearing
even
for his bail.
like if it was written, okay, clearly it was under duress. Clearly it was coerced. Clearly this was not healthy. And I feel like for the comments of, it was consensual, there's also probably comments like other text messages that the feds have shared of victim one, who we do believe is Cassie. But she is identified as victim one in this case.
Food Box
of,
Friday
her
has
saying,
arrived. We
I
may
have
do
a
that.
fat lip,
We're
I have a
covering Diddy's
black
case,
eye,
so we may
I'm
not get a Food Box
bruised,
Friday, y'all. Diddy's ass
and getting
fucked
upset with
around
him for
and
what he
fucked
did to
up the
her.
Food Box Friday, babies, because we got
I feel like this is one of these
Listen.
situations where there's a bit of Darvo going on, and I'm just calling that out right now. I don't think it's okay, and I'm definitely seeing it seems that Diddy's team's strategy at this point is to discredit victim one as much as possible. I don't know if that's a vibe you've gotten, John, but I'm definitely starting to see that more and more.
yeah, a little bit. But again, I would go back to the earlier discussion about, look, they're trying to throw anything against the wall that they possibly can and hope that something sticks. I get the sense from if the judge's comments are being
While I'm
portrayed
working, I'm also
correctly,
working.
and
I
I'm
am
assuming that
filling
they
out
are.
public surveys that I make.
The judge is not really buying this either, I don't think. The judge is saying, again, you're still giving me crumbs. I want the whole piece of bread.
Yeah, fair. I do want to say thank you so much to Mary, who actually just sent me a PayPal. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much for your generosity. It is very much appreciated. Thank you for the comment as well. Camille Lee Eon sent in a super chat as well, saying, is there a record of room damages he had to pay to? What were the listed damages? I can only imagine there probably would be. I personally haven't seen that report. I don't know if you've heard anything about that, John, but I think that probably could come into play in this case.
Well, conceivably, but I mean, he's not on trial for damaging hotel rooms, so.
Yeah, but could it potentially be evidence, though, of the
This one is.
I mean, if there's
the impact of the FOs.
$50.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, I mean, if there, if there's blood on walls and on carpet and bedspreads and things like that, then yeah, I can see that leading to some further questioning about how did this happen and whose blood is it and all that kind of thing. But I haven't heard or read anything to indicate that might be part of the equation here.
Okay. So we got another tweet here. The judge said, I don't want to quote from them, but you know the ones I mean. Agnifilo, we are proposing an independent security firm. There was being a mutual regrettable physical conduct going both ways. There was violence by this other person and by Combs, Mr. Combs, allegedly. I don't think it's alleged. We know he was. And ultimately, what is the I guess it becomes a question of reactive A. for lack of a better term, right? Like how much of this, how much
Oh,
of
thank you,
the
baby.
violence
My
in this
daughter just came up
relationship
and said, I had the cake
was
for
it
brother's
instigated
birthday.
by
His
Mr.
birthday's
Combs as
coming up.
opposed to victim one? And
A
I'm sure that's
marble
going to be
cake.
something they're going to have to talk about through the trial. And that's what I mean by like,
What'd you say?
I'm getting a lot of
For the
Darvo
dog.
here right now.
No, his birthday.
In my mind. What do you think, John?
We gave him a nice turkey leg for his birthday.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. And again, the question always comes up, okay, well, if there was a two-way altercation of some sort.
Ella, not right now, okay? Mommy
They
doesn't want
each
to go live
apparently
with
put
her
their hands
right now while I'm talking about Diddy stuff, okay? You're too young, so go in
on
there
each other.
and play.
And we're not talking about the other party in this case. This is about Diddy. And so it doesn't matter if he was provoked or there was something else going on that caused him to act out. The bottom line is he acted out and again, allegedly put his hands on this other person. And that's the point that we're trying to analyze here.
It looks like we may be having a connection issue. Hang on one second. John, do I still have you?
I'm here.
Okay. 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 Hoping that we will be back very shortly and this will get sorted out. Okay, it looks like we're getting something back. Are we back? Please tell me we're back. Okay, it looks like we're back to full strength. My apologies, everybody. If you're having some issues with the connection, please consider reloading your stream. We should be back and we should be okay now. Let me see here. Okay. It looks like we've got another update, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that up.
Yes, Popcorn Planet is pooching, coming through.
Judge, oh no, that's the same one. We got this one. Here we go. Combs's lawyer Shapiro. The LaFontaine case from 2000. The defendant told someone to lie by phone from the MCC. The Gotti case from 1996. The head of the Gambino crime family. The witness received a kick in the A. The government does not have that here.
What does that even have to do with anything? Let's listen to what our lawyer's talking about.
What do you think of that, John?
I'm not sure what to make of that.
No. It's some bullshit. That's why, John.
Yeah.
It's some bullshit.
Okay.
Don't nobody give a...
Yeah. Thank you. Andy is going to be here very, very soon. He is on his way, and he will take back over control of this this stream. So hopefully, we won't be having many more connection problems, and that issue will be avoided for you guys moving forward. And my apology on that situation going on.
You're a fine Popcorn Planet. You are pooching down with the tea of the tea. This Popcorn Planet girl got the inside.
So we are waiting for more updates to come through. I do see also we received a message from DeWitt Gilmore saying, "I'd love to interview with you. I am Gilmore versus Combs." That would be wonderful.
We appreciate it.
I obviously have to like validate who you are and everything else. But thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the offer. I will definitely make sure that Andy is aware of that, and we can take a look. We can take a look. I think that would be great. Let me see here. We are going to a new update. Combs lawyer Shapiro, we cited the Trump case. Defendants have greater rights to speak than their lawyers. An Instagram post as well as, I don't know if I can. Okay, so they can't say something. They're nervous about something. Judge said his communications from the MDC. Shapiro, he says the prosecution is motivated by racism. We're going back to this.
You better believe Diddy's black ass is going back to that.
What do you think, John? They're really throwing everything at this point.
Oh, of course, Diddy's whole ass on the line. Not that he, ain't used to putting it on.
I don't want to get political, but we just had. You know where I'm going to go with this. We just heard the R word and a bunch of other isms and ists and all of that just 2 weeks ago, and I think everybody sort of, was climbing the walls, like enough. And
yeah, we don't need to get super political into it, but I do feel like, I mean, I feel like I would be just as upset about all of this, regardless of the issue of race. And
yes.
I don't believe that the reason that Diddy is there is because of that.
Hell
That's,
no, it ain't
that's my
because
opinion.
of
I can
that.
only speak for myself.
Why would it be because he was
I think
black
we have enough
that
evidence at
they
this
thought
point
that it was
to
wrong
say
for
that
Diddy
there
to
are things that have
victimize
happened here that are not okay.
I don't think that has a color on it.
And he is clearly grasping at straws to try to save his own skin, and I don't think this is going to work. And I am seeing the chat of basically everybody kind of feeling the same way, of being like, "Are you serious right now?" Yeah. There's so many people that are like, "Are you serious? This is desperate. We're laughing. This is crazy." And I hear it, and I think most of us are kind of in the same agreement on that front.
Diddy.
It's
the judge is a person of color as
Let
well.
me take a pooch on over here to
He's,
my stream,
you know,
guys.
Indian
I'm
by
frozen,
heritage, as in
but at least
Asian,
y'all can
like
still
India,
hear
Pakistan,
me.
not American Indian, but you know, other side of the world Indian. I guarantee you, he has a good sense in his head of what racism means and the likelihood of it being out there as a factor and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think he's going to buy that.
Yeah, I hear you. I do want to say thank you so much to Carbonized Stardust. You just sent me a PayPal. You're going to make me people just saying that this is absolutely ridiculous. That whole concept is just.
Spend more time here.
Yeah, we are having some streaming issues as well. So Diddy
like example Costco.
may not appreciate the fact that
I had an interview with Ariel Mitchell Kidd, and she was saying that it's ridiculous because there actually isn't even a Costco in I'm interested. Shapiro said yes. Same with witness 2. I believe there was discussion that witness 2 may have been compensated for the statement that they allegedly made.
What did I just do? No.
How can a microblader make more than a doctor and only work part-time hours? Think about this for a second. A doctor goes to school for over 10 years. 4 years under.
Popcorn Planet had just given us an update of some insider talks going on at Diddy's hearing. Okay, let me go back. Let me find Popcorn Planet. I don't know what the hell I clicked but it clicked out of her live. One planet.
Team that would be representing him, and that they would be able to give statements. It's very strange to me. I feel like not be able to address the public would be kind of my question. I'm interested to hear your perspective on that. Like, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know if that's not expected, but to me, like, if you're going to rep a celebrity, you got to be prepared to have a camera in your face and a microphone in front of you. You know what I mean? I'm curious about your thoughts on that.
Yeah, well, it's definitely true, and that's part of the process of choosing a lawyer to begin with. Is that you want someone who not only shares your philosophy, but shares your demeanor and your personality, and that you're going to be able to feel comfortable around, and not worry that, okay, well, this guy's not going out and jumping up and down and waving their hands in the air on the courthouse steps. If that's what you want, you need to look for that ahead of time. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that Diddy's legal team was assembled because they were considered to be the best. Money is no object. Again, just like in the Depp case, you've got a guy like Ben Chew, who's already represented Cher and some other very high-profile people, and has earned somebody's trust. I mean, you have to get what you think is going to work for you.
Mm-hmm. We do have an update. So let me see here. Judge, what about the communications that are misleading? Agnifilo says, witness one reached out to Mr. Combs' counsel and asked us for a lawyer. We didn't do anything along those lines because it was an odd request. I don't know a factual answer. Judge, how do you know no? So is it that witness one reached out to Combs' counsel and wanted to speak with the lawyer? Not that she was looking for a lawyer to represent herself, because we know she's with Wigdor LLP with Douglas. So is it just she was trying to connect, but through an attorney? I don't understand that.
Yeah, something doesn't make sense with that. Or maybe we're just not reading it correctly, but
or it's written maybe. I don't know. Okay,
yeah,
we do have. Okay, hang on. We got a correction. Judge, how did you not know? Combs's lawyer Garagos. There was a message from Mr. Combs to witness one. I'd like to give it to you under seal. AUSA Foster may know it does not give rise to the level of obstruction. I do not have the actual message.
Sorry, guys, I'm fixing my microphone.
Okay. So this is the frustrating thing when there's so much of this case that is redacted. I feel like there's a lot of things we don't know. There was a statement from Tani Garagos yesterday that it was a legal declaration, and a lot of that declaration was just black. And it was very frustrating because you're trying to follow what's going on, and then it's like you're just losing these massive pieces of information, and it's hard to know exactly what the situation is that we're dealing with. I'm wondering if this potentially has something to do with something like that. Yeah. Now, as far as those redactions, something I've noticed is there have been points through Intercity's reporting where things that have been redacted in the documents.
Oh, we're relaxing during the Diddy trial or hearing something. Is that? I'm popping my.
I guess my question would be: they know the press is doing it. They know people are writing notes. I think about one of the documents regarding the notepads. There was a notepad that was labeled "things to do" that was written through the live tweeting, but I believe that does it get to a point that the redaction is just kind of ridiculous and they would likely stop, or is it something that they shouldn't be saying this stuff in open court if it is redacted in the documents that become public?
Well, it's kind of a hard question because the information that's redacted may no longer need to be redacted by the time they get into open court, and so therefore they feel like, okay, well, I'll just go ahead and say what it, because it doesn't make a difference at this point. I'm pretty confident in saying that if there's something that they feel is important to keep confidential through redaction, they're well aware of that. It's very top of mind for them, and they're not going to just accidentally, disclose some information that definitely needs to be confidential or that has been sealed by the court. So
we did get
I'm guessing.
Yeah, we did get another message. I'm sorry. Combs' lawyer Garagos, my client obeys me. For example, on victim 3, he stopped using ASAP, which I assume is Contact Me ASAP, that app that he wasn't supposed to be using, and other phone lines. The messages with witness 1 were pre-arrest. He obeys us. He came to New York in the Bureau of Prisons. When I tell him not to do something, he doesn't. I mean, I don't know how much I believe that. It's an interesting statement. We were just talking about how it didn't feel like they really had control over his client. John, what do you think of that?
Yeah, well, and the real issue, as far as I'm concerned, is that's all well and good if, in fact, that's true up to this point. The problem is what might change in the future. The judge has to be satisfied that all of a sudden he's not going to stop listening to his legal team. We're talking about events going forward. We're not talking about his behavior going past. In the past. Yeah. That's what the judge has to think about. Is he going to misbehave in the future? Based on everything that we know about the way that he operates.
To break the rules? I think that's a good question. Excellent point. But I do think we have a response. So here we go with that response. Calmero. I submit that the charges in the Jeffries Abercrombie case are worse than here. They allege an international ST business, and they were AR'd and forced to engage in
lead time power you every time.
I'm gonna go.
You get you some, baby. I'm liking it.
Cold storage charge detection work perfectly. Why they're so awesome, I think, is all of the features
while they're paying bills
that are built into it.
Your trust matter. It always our goal and vision. Our users come from all over the world, like America, Germany, Japan, Canada, France, Italy, and so on. We sponsored some big fishing events and took part in famous exhibitions. We're always putting the user first. 24-hour responsive customer service, professional technical support, and 5-year warranty. Our one-stop energy system is waiting for your experience. All scenarios energy solutions, all in lead time, life and discovery.
It's flu, COVID-19, and RSV season. So be ready. Get your flu and COVID-19 vaccines. Cover your cough and wash your hands. And ask your healthcare provider about RSV immunization. Learn more at 123protectyouandme.org.
So I would argue that the current investigation is an international investigation. And I'm going to guess some other stuff went on at those FOs. Hi, Andy.
Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Woo! Yeah, what's up? Bravo to these two. My gosh, make sure you have friends like these two. I know you're having tech issues. I'm setting it up so I can take it over. And that way you can just call in here. If you make me host of the Zoom first.
I can do that.
The guys bear with us.
Yeah, we're just going to switch everything over.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
It's going to be a moment we might need to refresh or just pause. So wait, please don't go anywhere.
I'm changing the host now. Okay. But that means we're going to probably lose the OBS, right? So you'll just take over?
Yeah, take over. Well, hold on, OBS.
Put my
Zoom first.
Feet up.
Okay.
We're going to show this will take a second since we're waiting. All right.
Okay, I'm over here doing project surveys.
And then you don't want to stop.
Like I be doing.
You just want to stop the stream on OBS.
On the content.
Okay.
Brewing. As long as you stop the stream on OBS.
Today we're with
And I'll be
popcorn.
going to manage broadcast. So I'm ready to go when
And
you are.
We got
Tell me when you're out.
insider notes
I can stop
from
streaming.
inside the Diddy hearing.
Do you want me to do 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, it's fine. Guys, just bear with us for like 3 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay,
Hold on.
turn yours
I
off.
appreciate her
Okay,
whole
1, 2,
soul.
3. I'm out.
I should be in.
Mm. What does he take it over to fix the stream? What he
Andy, I'm still here, so don't freak out.
Yeah, I think you're
Oh,
in.
good. All right, I think I'm in.
You are.
You guys see me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Broadcast. It's worked. That's to Florida. All right, I'm just getting everybody on their cameras. If you want to adjust is that your main camera, Kim? If you want to adjust back, you can.
Yeah.
And then we all need to send super tips to Kim for being amazing. And she's
We need
adjusting
to
her
support
camera.
the stream. We need to support you. Thank you so much for trusting.
No,
with
support
it.
Kim
Did
today.
the-
Okay, sorry, bear with me, guys. Sorry, just because I ran in. All right, there we go. And then we're there. You should all be there. Enjoy Kim's OnlyFans. And then share the screen and voila. All right, we're gonna get right back into it. Sorry for the technical delay, but we did it. We did it, folks. That deserves a round of applause. We've become quite the professionals. And Kim deserves all the round of applause for taking that lead while I was out.
I hope that is
We did not plan for a Friday live like this, and apologies.
No.
We didn't
Oh,
get
God.
uncensored earlier,
I'll try
but
to
we have something
share.
special for you. We'll drop after this. We
No,
still want the
we
alerts
can
to go about. Okay, so
Sorry,
I'm pretty much
okay.
caught up. I've been following, but I'm going to catch up just real quick on this last threads I haven't read. So if you're joining a little bit later, you might catch a few here. So I have a few I haven't read. So let's catch in, and then I want you guys to continue to obviously keep the conversation moving. I wasn't even going to take over, but I saw you having some tech issues, so I thought, let me make sure my internet is better for you guys. Okay, so here are where we were. Combs lawyer Shapiro, but we're so let me go back one more. Shapiro, this is covered by the First Amendment, but they're talking about the messages. We cited the Trump cases, yada yada. They're talking about these. I'm going to go to the judge. His communications from the prison. He says the prosecution is motivated by racism. I'll laugh harder than even YouTube did. That's ridiculous. Combs lawyer Shapiro. This is covered by First Amendment. Messages they point to are not instructions to lie. There's a broad negative media coverage. He has a right to respond to that.
Thanks for watching. Remember to show your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing. It's a blessing. Keep your teacups filled and ready for my next upload. Until then, stay inspired and remember, always stay dipping.